Good morning, everyone. You YouTube lovers out there. Hope you're ready for a yummy practice today. So welcome. We're in the time after Easter called Easter Tide. And I just want to remind you that there's always that possibility every morning for Jesus to rise within us. So don't forget, just because Easter Sunday is over with and we've eaten all of our Easter eggs and put away the baskets and everything. Maybe you haven't, but Easter is every day. You know, Christmas is every day. Jesus is born in our heart every day. Jesus rises with every day, every moment of the day, and is in front of us saying, come on, let's have some fun. Let's be together. So one more person coming in. Hello. Let's see what happens. Kathy Smith, are you there? Let me see, just one second. I just need to welcome someone. Kathy Smith, hey, we're recording, so put yourself on mute, sweetheart.
Thanks.
Great to see you. God bless you. Welcome. Glad you're here. And so, as we were saying, you know, Eastertide, Jesus rises every morning. So he's up all night, actually. I can tell it's going to be a crazy day here in our yoga class. So thank you for being here wherever you are, whether you're live or on YouTube. So I'm going to invite you to rest back and get into a comfortable place. You're welcome to start seated. You're welcome to lie back on your mat and make yourself comfortable there. And so wherever you are, whether you're resting back or seated, this is the time when we make our holy transition from wherever we've been in the last 60, 70, 80 years and come to this place and not worrying about where we're going to go in the time ahead of us, but we're going to be right here, right now. So begin by just looking around, noticing where you are, taking in objects, colors, maybe even naming them to yourself in your thoughts so that you can become present to your surroundings. And then closing your eyes, if that is not comfortable for you, please just take a soft gaze and we'll begin to listen. What's happening in sacred space around you? What everyday noises do you hear? Maybe there's somebody cutting the grass next door. Maybe you can hear someone in another room piddling around. Maybe you hear your breath, but just notice and allow whatever you hear just to become a part of your experience. Even if you're finding it annoying in the beginning, maybe we can shift our thoughts and our way of approaching whatever it is we're in the midst of to allow it just to be. So notice, listen. And then becoming aware of that space around you where those noises are taking place, those sounds are coming in, remembering that you rest in sacred space this morning. You rest in sacred space no matter where you are, no matter what you do, but right here, right now, this is your sacred space. A place where you are seen and known and loved and held. Seen, known, loved, held. When you hear those words, how do they resonate in your body, in your being? I'm going to say them again, and you can just take a moment to notice that the presence of love around you sees you. You are fully known. You are fully loved, and you are held. So that perhaps as you notice your body resting here, whether in the chair or on the floor, seated on the floor, you can begin to soften. We're walking this path one step at a time into this practice today. And you can allow yourself to be more and more present. Notice how your body feels resting here. If there's any discomfort, I invite you not to run away from it this morning, but to surprisingly maybe lean into it a little bit and notice, what is it trying to say to you about your practice, about life, about love of self, about caring for yourself, listening. And all the places in your body that feel ready to roll, nice and frisky and full of energy. What does that say to you about God's love and presence and the goodness of life and creation, the beauty of the creation that you are, even with your aches and pains, with your crankiness, with your curmudgeon-y feelings? It's all okay. Here you are, and you are loved. So noticing now your body settling, maybe if you can just begin to let go of a little tension, maybe rock your head side to side, maybe just shift around. And begin to notice your breath as you step into that place of recognizing God's breath moving in and out. Soft, easy breath, that rhythm of breath moving in, breath moving out. How does the in-breath feel? How does your out-breath feel in your body? I encourage you to begin to detect with curiosity a sense of expansion in your inhale, just growing wider, more receptive. Spaces in your body between cells, between muscles, between organs, everything just becoming more expansive and receptive on your inhales. And allow your exhales to rest, settle, let go. So just breathe, maybe lengthening your inhales and exhales, whatever feels right. And if you begin to feel a little strange or uncomfortable on your lengthened inhales and exhales, just breathe however you need to breathe. Let the breath be a blessing in whatever way it moves in and out. So as you rest in your breath, I'll share with you our scripture for this morning. I'm going to share with you Psalm 19, and that is from the Psalms for Praying, this version of Psalms by a gal named Nan Merrill. Psalms for Praying, Psalm 19. The heavens declare the glory of the Creator. The firmament proclaims the handiwork of love. Day to day, speech pours forth, and night to night, knowledge is revealed. There is no speech, nor are there words. Their voice is not heard, yet does their music resound through all the earth, and their words echo to the ends of the world. In them a tent for the sun is set, which is like a bride and groom on their wedding night, as they sing love's song and celebrate the dance of life. Its rising is in eternity, and its circuit to infinity. Nothing is hidden from the sunlight. The law of love is perfect, reviving the soul. The testimony of love is sure, making wise the simple. The precepts of love are right, rejoicing the heart. The authority of love is pure, enlightening the eyes. The spirit of love is glorious, enduring forever. The rights of love are true, awakening compassion. More to be desired are they than gold, even much fine gold. Sweeter also than honey and drippings of the honeycomb. Moreover, by them are the loving guided. In keeping them there is great reward. But who can discern their own weaknesses? Cleanse me, O love, from all my hidden faults. Keep me from boldly acting in error. Let my fears and illusions do not have dominion over me. Then shall I become a beneficial presence, fully and freely surrendered to your love. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart find favor in your heart, O my beloved, my strength and my joy. Psalm 19 from Psalms for Praying. So as we move and breathe today, we create space within us, O Lord. We create space for your presence, more of your love that is sweeter than the honeycomb. We feel your sweetness just pouring over us, moving within us this morning. As you free us from fear, as you open our eyes, as you inform our thoughts, and may our thoughts and our words and our meditations be acceptable and joyful in your sight, O Lord, our presence, our rock, our redeemer, our healer. Amen. So wherever you are, take a big stretch right now and maybe feel those spaces within begin to open, receptive. Maybe you feel a little twinge here and there, just breathing into that space and knowing that as we live and move, those things can open and feel so much better with God's presence within. So we'll draw knees into chest, rock side to side, and hopefully if you're in a chair, you can just rock your knees side to side. Feel a little in the breath, that motion come into your body. And then if you're on the floor, draw your knees in and we'll roll over onto one side because we're going to move directly to standing this morning. So as you're rolled onto one side, you can press yourself up to sitting and make your way over to hands and knees, all fours. And yes, so just come to hands and knees and we'll stretch right leg out behind us. Press out through your heel, long through your leg, long through your spine. Just press it out. Play with it a little bit. If you're in a chair, just stretch your leg out and then move the other leg out. We're going to switch sides. So notice what you feel in your body and where you feel you need a little bit of breath, a little bit of movement. Just take it and let it be. Let your body talk to you this morning. And if you're seated in the chair, you can do a little side bend here and there, but if you're on the floor, just wag your tail. Good. And stretch out through your side bodies. And we'll come to all fours. Take a breath, looking up. If you're in a chair, just sit up tall, take your chest up, look up, deep breath. And as you exhale, wherever you are, rounding your spine, take your chin down to your chest. And we'll just take this a couple of times, either seated cat-cow or kneeling cat-cow with the breath. And then just come to table, tuck your toes under. If you're in a chair, you can stand up if you'd like. If you're seated, just make your way to down dog. And we'll press out one heel, other heel. We're just exploring. And I really love the idea of doing all these things with an attitude of curiosity, just checking in. No judgment, just grace. Both heels down if you can, pressing maybe up on your tiptoes. But allow the breath to work all through your body in whatever way feels right. And then we'll walk our feet toward our hands. And you're going to shift back so that your weight is distributed equally in your feet, in the center of your foot. And maybe wag your tail here a little bit. Take your hands over to your right foot. Breathe. And then just swiveling around, just come over to the left side. And breathe. And then coming up to center and climbing up. And as you make your way up, give yourself a little massage up your legs, around your knees, to the front parts of your knees, the backs of your knees, all around the calves and shins. You can do this seated or standing. And then come on up. Make your way up through the thighs. And up around the glutes. And get yourself arranged, come up to standing, make your way here, shake out the arms. I'm just going to push this back a little bit. Yes. So where are we? Yeah, so we'll just come to center and stand and just kind of jangle it out. Going to press your feet into the floor and gently just jangle everything out. Just shake it out nice and easy all around. And breathe. Whew. Good. So we'll come to center. I'm going to warm up today further by just standing. So come to an easy mountain pose. Your feet maybe about hip width apart. Lifting up tall in your tummy. So you want to stand in a way that you can find a little balance here. So maybe we'll just shift over one foot one way and just gently into the other foot. And come to center. And then shifting your weight into your right foot, you're going to pick up your left foot. If you're seated in a chair, just take your hands beside you and take this foot out. So the left foot will come out and you're just going to shake it out a little bit. If you need to take your arms out side to side, you can do that. Maybe cactus, whatever feels right. Just a balance here. And you're going to shake it all the way around, standing strongly on the right leg. Shake it around the back. Woo. Shake it around the outside, shake it to the front. Good. And down. Now let's go the other way. So we're going to shift your weight to the other foot. Pick up your left foot. Take it out. And shake it. And we'll just shake it around, all around. If you need to stop and rest on your toe, that's good. Take it around. Back around to the front. A little balance play here right off the bat. And down. So come to center, and we'll just really warm up the feet by starting on whatever side is good, right or left. Let's just pick up the heel so your toes are still down on the floor. See what I mean? It's like that. And then you'll come up to the tiptoe, and then down to the ball of your foot, and then down. So the heel is down. So let's pick up your heel, come to your tiptoe, drop the ball of your foot, and down. So it's just making your foot, just sectioning it out, taking one piece at a time and exploring, peeling your foot up off the floor, come to your tiptoes, press the ball of your foot down, and your heel. Good. So let's take the other side. So we'll pick up our heel, come to tiptoe. Remember to keep your tummy in, lifting up, and then down to the ball of your foot, and then press the heel. So we'll do that again. Come up to the ball of your foot, come up to your tiptoe, press the ball down, press your heel down. We'll do it one more time. The heel lifts, toe comes up, ball presses down. Sounds like tap dancing a little bit, right? Shuffle ball change. And down, right? And then just kind of press into your feet, let your feet stay pressing into the floor, spread your toes out. And then we'll do a little prance. So we're just going to pick the feet up. Just pick them up, put them down. Pick them up, put them down. So just warming up the feet. Awesome. Good. And then come to center. Oh. So now we're going to work up maybe to the ankles and the knees by taking our hands to the knees. Bend your knees. let the knees bend just a little bit right over your toes. Take your hands there, and we're just going to circle around. So this is working on the ankles and the knees. You can massage your knees out while you do this. And breathe. And then reverse. And then take your hands around behind your knees. Go one way. This is getting the lymphatic system stimulated here a little bit. It's really a light massage. It's not, you're not digging in, doing any deep tissue. It's just a wake-up call. And other way a little bit. Good. Ooh, and then take your hands around. Come on up your thighs, coming up to your hips. Separate your feet a little bit. Find your tall posture here. Bend your knees. And then we're just going to swivel the hips around. So let it roll. We're just waking up those energy centers through the spine. And other way. Breathe. Think about the breath coming in and just swirling around in like a little whirlpool. And let's go one more time the other way. Good. So you're swirling that energy around in the root chakra. And now we're going to go to the sacral area. So come to center here, or you can take your hands down to your thighs again. Take a breath. This is like a little bit like a cat-cow. So you're going to inhale up and lengthen. Lift your heart. On your exhale, you're going to tuck your tail and round a little bit. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round, and only go to the place where you're comfortable. So it doesn't have to be a big motion. It's just an awareness of the spine moving back and forth. Take it at your own pace. Notice how your body's feeling. A couple more times. Just easy up. Easy curl. If you're seated on a chair, you know you can just sit and do this. And then come back to center. And we'll come on up. Just let's rub our tummies. It seems like a good time to do that, doesn't it? Any time is a good time. So let's just rub the tummies around in a circle. I don't honestly know what brought that on. It just seemed like the thing to do. But it feels really good. So let's come to center here. Then we'll think about opening through the solar plexus, which is right here under the sternum. But we're going to add the heart too. They're so close in proximity that we're going to open both at the same time. So we'll take the arms out, turn your palms up. When you're ready, on your inhale, let's open the arms way out. Open the chest. And on your exhale, come on in and give yourself a hug. Inhale, open. And exhale, draw your arms around you. Inhale, open. And hug, hugging breath. Inhale, open. And hugging breath. And we'll do it one more time. Inhale, open out. And hug. Good. And then begin to massage your shoulders. We'll work our way down the arms. Just a nice little easy rub all the way down. Breathe, just waking up muscles, kind of getting some circulation moving. And then we'll go to elbows. Come back to elbows and circle. So we're working up into the shoulders. Breathe. Good, good. And then let's take fingers, interlace fingers here, and begin to just work the wrists and fingers. So you're stretching out your hands here, you're working the wrists. And it's kind of nice to just go all the way, come down, come up, just follow the way that your body would like to go. Maybe take it down to the heart, and you can take it off to the side. To the other side, little hula action here. You can even add the rest of your body here, whatever you want to do. Maybe you want to swim it out and swim it back. Good, and then we'll take shoulders up and back. Elbows, and other way. Swim it forward a little bit. Good, good. Shake it all out. Do that again. Shake it out and blow it out. Inhale here and good. So let's come to the throat, and we'll take a breath. I'm going to do a little lion's breath here. Take a breath in. On your exhale, your tongue will come out, eyes gaze up. See? Inhale. Tongue comes out, eyes look up. I'm just getting in closer so I can see you. You don't have to lean toward the screen unless you like it. You can't. So take a breath. And last time, take a breath. Good. And now let's just quiet our face. Feel that quiet, open throat. Good. So now we'll take fingers interlaced at our forehead and pull across. So we're going to take this around today, all through your entire scalp. And so I'll come up, I'm going to pull off to the side. This is called crown pull, and we're just going to take the fingers in, pull across, and just make your way all the way through the top of your skull, all the way around the back, just opening the energy there to beautiful thoughts. Clearing the way here, and you're going to go all the way around to the back of your neck. Good, wonderful. And let's massage our ears now. Keep breathing. Don't forget to breathe. And then make sure you get inside too. Inside, outside. And let's take our two fingers, like peace sign here. We're going to put one in front, one in back of the ear, and just rub up and down. Ah, feels good. Breathe. Good. And then we'll get our little fingers, pinch on top of your ears here and pull your ears up. Breathe. And then the center of your ear, pull straight out to the side. Take an easy breath. And then earlobes down. And so after your exhale, just stop and feel how your body feels this morning. So I'm thinking about pulling ears out, all these masks that we've been wearing. I feel like it's just all permanently like these little elves walking around. So you never know, maybe evolution will give us all ears pointing out now that we've worn masks for so long. Be interesting, wouldn't it? Okay, so we'll come back to center. And separate your feet and just reach one side up and the other side up. Pull it down, pull it up. Getting the side body open a little bit here. Really notice how your side body feels all along through the side of your arm, down through your ribs. Maybe even you can feel it down through your legs. I don't know. See how you feel. Good. Good. And then come back to center. We'll take hands to the heart and do a half sun salutation. So we're going to come to center. Take your hands at the heart. Just take a moment to regroup. Feeling your feet on the floor. So we talked about how you are supported here in this sacred space. So let's take a moment to think about that and embody it. So your feet are pressing in. Your weight is in the center of your feet, and that's your firm foundation. You can kind of press maybe forward and back a little bit. Firm up your legs, maybe hugging these muscles into the bones. As you lift with the abdominals, the heart lifts and broadens. Shoulders are broad and settled. Crown of your head grows up nice and tall. And so from this firm foundation of the muscles and bones stacking, pressing, this is what gives you the freedom to move with ease. So notice how you feel standing, integrating. On your next inhale, let's swoop the arms up. Take a nice big reach up. On your exhale, you're going to bend your knees just a little bit. Hinge forward at the hips, dive forward, swan dive. Maybe you can run your hands down the backs of your legs to a forward fold. Complete forward fold. Make it nice and even throughout your hips. On your next inhale, just come up halfway. Lengthen your spine. Really pull the belly button away from the sternum. We want the sternum to lengthen out forward. And your hands might come to your shins. Or maybe they're still the fingertips on the floor. When you're ready, take your next inhale here, lengthen your spine nice and long. Allow your exhale to just bring you forward into an easy forward fold. Let the crown of your head just drop. On your next inhale, we're going to press into our feet, bend our knees a little bit and swoop up. Arms pull you up, palms touch, and then lower to center. And we'll just flow through that another time. So inhale, lift. Exhale, dive. Strong in your legs, strong in your back, nice and easy. Come on down. Inhale up halfway, take a little glance ahead. Firm legs, firm belly, pressing the spine long. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and swoop, arms up. Gather the arms up, palms touch, and drop through center. Good, so take a moment to breathe here, to stay, to notice. And we'll do it again, thinking about our psalm that we read this morning, how the heavens are like a tent for the bridegroom. The sun is the bridegroom coming out every morning. And as God sends those rays of sunlight across the world, across the land, it's like God reaching his arms out to us. So as we think about our sun salutation this morning, maybe we can remember that expansive love, that expansive reach, that expansive gathering that God does of all of us in his arms as he rises with the sun in the morning. So let's take hands to heart. Take a sweet breath in. Inhale up. Exhale, wide arms down, forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, swoop your arms out. Come on up. Palms touch, notice that touch, and lower to center. And then from here, just let your hands drop by your side. Notice how you're feeling. What needs to shift, what needs to be more stable. Maybe you take a little adjustment. Good, so we're going to do some standing twists here. Align your body. If you're in your chair, you can do a little twist there in whatever way feels right. We'll take the arms out, come on up, and take the arms out, reaching out ahead, directly from the shoulder. So we're going to take the right arm first. On your inhale, you're just going to, keeping your hips, hold on, we're going to keep our hips facing forward here, not going to be shifting. Instead of shifting around sideways like this with your knees, keep them here and just maybe think about the upper spine moving. So we'll take a breath here as we inhale. We'll just follow our arm out. On your exhale, come to center. On your inhale, follow your other arm out. Little twist in the upper spine there, upper back. And exhale, come to center. Inhale, open. Exhale, ahead. Inhale, track around to the other side. And exhale, ahead. Good. Arms come up. Little volcano pose here, feeling the length from the fingertips. It's from the heart, really, reaching all the way up through the arms, through your fingertips. And then down from the solar plexus, down through both legs, down to the ground, into the center of the earth where you are fully stable. Okay? Good. Yay. So I'm going to turn sideways. If you're on a mat, you can just step forward. We're going to do a very slow sun salutation, just taking our time. So inhaling, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, bend your knees a lot. Come to all fours. Inhale, come to center and bring your right foot ahead in a lunge. Pressing through, find your lunge. Lifting the heart. When you're ready, inhale, arms up if that's accessible. Exhale, hands come down. Now we'll tuck our back toes under, press into your hands, lift the back knee, draw the front foot to meet the back, come to plank on your full plank or on your knees. Take a breath here and exhale, come down either into a little chaturanga or all the way down into a cobra. On your exhale, press back into downward facing dog. And we'll just tread it out. One heel, other heel. Make your way through your down dog. Press both heels down. A lot of energy working through the arms, working through the legs, shoulders back. Let the back of your neck fully release. And on your inhale, walking your feet to your hands. Hands towards your feet. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and swoop. Arms come up. Palms touch and come down to the heart. Standing tall. And allow your hands to drop by your side. We'll do it on the other side. With this time, we're going to shift the left foot forward on your lunge, okay? So coming on up to center. Take hands to the heart. Remembering your alignment, come to center, fully stable, lifted to the sky, grounded through your feet. On your inhale, swooping up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, bend your knees a whole lot, come down to all fours. Inhale, take the left foot ahead, press forward. Stay here for your exhale. Inhale, arms sweep up if that's good for you. If not, stay there. Take another breath. Lifting. And exhale. Take your hands down, tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee with strength there, press out through your back heel, gather in through your abdominals so that you can draw the front foot to meet the back and come to whatever plank is good for you, either full plank, half plank, a little push up, and either press forward into upward facing dog, really strong in your core. Strong through your legs, pressing behind you, lifting in your heart, shoulders open. Or down on the floor in a little cobra. Take a breath. On your exhale, bend your knees, press back to downward facing dog. A nice slow down dog. Tread it out, use your breath. And then come up on your tiptoes on your inhale. Allow your exhale to press your heels down toward the floor, strong. On your next inhale, walk your feet towards your hands, and hands back towards your feet. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and swoop, arms come up. Come to center, hands to the heart. From here, just breathing. And we'll let our hands drop by our side. Ease it out a little bit. Maybe take your feet apart a little and do a little release, a little twirl. Breathe. Take it all the way around if that works for you. If your balance is wonky, you can keep your gaze ahead. And then make your way slowly back to center. Good. So let's see. One moment. See what we're doing now. I think I know what we're doing. Yep, you got it, sisters. Okay, so we're going to stand sideways on your mat. Take your legs out wide. Just to lengthen out in our inner thighs before we do any warrior poses. Gonna take a little time to just work on that. So bend your knees, point your feet ahead right now, straight ahead. Take your hands to your knees in whatever way is comfortable. And we'll just start by kind of twisting out side to side to get the shoulders warmed up here a little bit too. Just come side to side. Breathing into center, exhaling around. And other way. And back to center. And then maybe widening. Just shift side to side a little bit. So if it's comfortable for you, let's turn our feet out a little bit. Come way to the side. Take your hands out in front of you, under your shoulders. Take a little stretch to the side. So you're going to work on this inner thigh. And then we'll walk other way. Just be careful. Listen to your body. Remember, we said that in the beginning. If anything's feeling cranky, you want to honor it, right? So you want to be careful. So take your hands out underneath your shoulders. You're going to shift forward. So you're not trying to be right back here by your feet. You're going to walk your hands forward so that you can really lengthen your spine. I'll show you. Let me go sideways here. So if my hands are out in front of me more under the shoulders, and if my weight is in the center of my feet, there's more room here to lengthen out your back. If I'm trying to go here and lengthen my back out, it takes a lot more openness in the back of our legs. But what we're shooting for here is just to be able to lengthen your spine, because we're going to do a little twist. So your legs are out, hands are underneath the shoulders. Take your left hand more towards center, just a little bit towards center. We'll take the right hand up to the sacrum. So from that sacrum, make sure that your hips aren't hiking up in one way or another. Just use the hand as a gauge to see that your sacrum is in center. And now we'll take it back down. On your inhale, lengthen your back, follow your arm up in a little twist here. Keeping your spine nice and long. Tummy comes in. Arm is up. Legs are strong. Keep your hips level. Don't let them hike up one way towards you. Keep the hip level. Reach out wide through the heart, long through your arm. Take a breath. On your exhale, float that hand down, and we'll go the other way. So come to center. Maybe take a little cat-cow here just to get your spine back into place. And we'll come to center, and this time, take our left hand to our sacrum here. Make sure that you're not hiking the hips up one way or another. Your weight is in the center of your feet. Take your hand back down, and then on your inhale, you'll reach that side up. Lengthen your spine, draw your belly in. A little twist here, take a breath. And on your exhale, ease it back down again. Take an inhale, bend your knees and do a little cow. You're going to lengthen your back. On your exhale, round your spine. And inhale, lengthen a little sideways cow here. Wide-legged cow. What do you think of that? Exhale, cat. Wide-legged cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Good, good. So walk your hands back towards your feet, bend your knees. Place your hands on your knees and just kind of roll yourself up to center. So hopefully we're ready to go into warrior poses now. That wide-legged cow, hopefully that got you all ready. So let's come to center here. Your right foot angles in. You can see that. Let's see how we can do this. I need a director. I need a crew to help me figure this out. So let's take the hands, the feet out. Right foot tucks in, angles in a little bit, left toes are out. So then you kind of ask yourself, who figured this out? Who made this up to begin with? I don't know. So we'll see. We're going to try it. So take your hands to your hips. So what we're, excuse me, got a frog in my throat. So bend into that front knee. You want to make sure that the knee isn't dropping in. You want to press it out, which means it starts at the butt. You're going to tuck your tail, just not really tuck your tail, but use your glutes to press out, press the knee out, and just shift into the side here. See what feels comfortable. Excuse me. So press it out. Good. So notice I'm not leading. My hips are stable. I'm just sort of going, And so my rear end is having to engage. My tummy's lifting. My heart's opening. So let's take the leg out. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale, arms out straight from the shoulders. Let your shoulders drop. Fingertips reach. And there you are in your warrior two. You can turn your gaze over the front fingertips. And there you have it. So we're going to take this in a little flow, okay? So you're gazing over your front fingertips. Find your strength. On your inhale, lengthen your front leg. Press it long. Take your arms up over your head. Exhale, blossom out into that warrior two again. With strength, inhale, lift. This is that balance between ease and effort. You're really using your legs, but you're flowing in a very easy way through your breath. Just feel it. See how that feels. If you need to back off, please do that. Last time. And out. Can you feel that settling on the exhale? It's a settling with strength. It's not a It's ha. So it's really like that soft, open breath, okay? So now let's go into warrior two. Take your back hand down to your thigh. Turn your front palm up. I'm going to leave this front knee bent if you can. If you'd like to lengthen it, you can do that too. Turn this front palm up and take an inhale, reach up. And we'll just take a little side bend here. So this is exalted warrior, reverse warrior is what you call it. Exalted or reverse, whatever you like. Reaching up, nice and long. Gaze is up if that's comfortable. And then exhale down. And we'll take it on a little flow. Inhale up. Exhale out. You see how you're strengthening your legs by doing this? So if you, wherever you need to come to feel more, I know it gets a little tiring here maybe. So inhale up last time. Exhale, arms out, straighten your front leg, turn your chest to center. And now we're going to shift side to side. See what that feels like. I'm going to go into a little triangle, so shifting. You can even take your arms in a yummy little playtime here to give them some relief. Just feel the space a little bit, just to see where you've ended up here. What's happening? Whew. What's happening here? Whew. Take it out. Good. And then come back to center, reach way out to the side. This leg is firm, this leg is firm, reach way out. And take your hand wherever you're comfortable, but not on your knee, either below the knee to your thigh. Top hand comes to your hip. Roll the shoulder back, lengthen your spine, press out. See, I'm hyperextending here. Don't want to do that. Bend the knee a little bit. Good. Arm comes up if that's good for you. And breathe. Lots of strength. Down through the legs, up through the arms. Take a breath. And then we're going to move our way up. And we'll take the back hand. We're going to swivel around. Pivot your feet around. Come down to downward facing dog. Set both feet back. This is just to even everything out. So press back. Drop your knees to the mat. Release your toes. Press back to child's pose. Take your hands by your heels and rest. Can you feel your shins just resting completely down into the floor? Can you allow your forehead just to settle, your eyes to soften, your face to soften? And then we'll come on up. Tuck your toes, press back to downward facing dog. And walk your feet to your hands, hands to your feet. Swoop on up. Palms touch and down to your heart. And then we'll turn to the side and take the other side. So, going to do our warriors on the other side now. So, opposite foot angles in, other toes come out. Take a moment to play with where you need to be for comfort. You don't have to be straight forward with the hip pointers if that doesn't work for you. So just play with that. Remember to spiral the thighs open. Press into the front knee, but you want to keep it out so it's not angling in. Good. Strengthen the arms, strengthen the legs, strength up through your belly. Let's take our hands through center and we'll lift up. Take a breath. Inhale up over your head and exhale down. Take your gaze over your front fingertips. Press down through your feet. So you want to press your feet into the floor and away from each other. And you'll notice how your legs activate when you do that. So we'll do our little flow now. Inhale, lengthen your front leg. Arms come up. Exhale, blossom out. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open. And take your gaze sideways if you like. Over the fingers. Inhale up. Exhale, press, broaden, reach. Swooping up. Last time here. Press out. The back hand comes to your thigh. Front palm turns up. On your inhale, let's lift. So find your exalted warrior. You lift the heart. Gazes up if that's accessible. If not, just keep your head in line with your spine here. Take a breath. Feel the front leg can either be bent if you've got the strength, but if you need to lengthen the front leg and just press into your feet, that's fine. And we'll take a flow. On your next exhale, let's take hands down to warrior two. Inhale, lift. Exhale out. Follow your easy breath. Make it nice and sweet. Inhale up. Exhale out. And last time, pull it up. And out. Good. Lengthen that front leg. Take some time to really play with the arms here. Let the arms find a little relief. Let your body just get rid of that tension. Just shake it out. Move it around. Whatever feels good. And then we'll go into our triangle. So take arms up. And we're just going to shift side to side. And then when you're ready, just reaching way out over the front leg, you're going to press out through the side of the opposite hip. Press it out. Lean out long from your belly button to your sternum. That hand drops down, hand over the front leg, shoulder pulls back. So I have to adjust my foot because it wasn't in the right place. And then lift up. So don't buckle through your toes. See if you can keep your toes a little loose. Feel the strength of your legs, the ease of your breath. Press out long through the side body, long through here. Hip presses down, ribs pull away. Inhale, come on up. Oh, good. And then we'll turn the back palm up. Swivel around. We're going to press back into downward facing dog. So bend in the front knee. Come on down. Feet together. Easy down dog. Drop your knees to the mat. And press back to child's pose. So take a nice easy rest there. You're getting really strong. This is helping you be strong. Do you feel it? But this is a place of rest. So while you're here, then go back to our psalm from the earlier this morning. The law of love is perfect, reviving the soul. The testimony of love is pure, making the wise simple. The precepts of love are right, rejoicing the heart. The spirit of love is glorious, enduring forever. The rights of love are true, awakening compassion. So as you gather into your heart this morning, as you're in your easy little child's pose, thinking about the ways of God, the ways of love, and how glorious and compassionate and kind. How freeing they are. How freeing God is. So come on up and we'll sit off to the side. And come to sitting in whatever way is comfortable, either with crossed legs or legs out in front. If you can cross your legs, it would be great. We're going to do a little stretching here for the outer thighs in just a moment. So sitting up nice and tall. You can perch on a blanket if that's good for you. Yeah, so sitting up tall, take your chin down to your chest on your exhale. Really allowing the upper back to lengthen. And then we'll roll the right ear over the right shoulder. So we're going to turn the chin forward. And just take your right ear over your right shoulder, dropping your left shoulder down and away from you. Maybe your left fingertips will move way down toward the floor, long through your arm. Take a breath. And then take your hand back to your knee. Roll your chin down to your chest. Notice what you're feeling in your shoulders as you make that journey, not too fast. And then take your head back up through center. And then we'll go again. So we'll take our chin down to our chest, sitting up nice and tall, and then rolling opposite ear. So this would be your left ear over your left shoulder. Face turns forward. Spine stays nice and tall. Ease out the shoulders, nice and soft. Reaching right fingertips now down toward the floor. So you're gathering back in here, been pulling and stretching and moving, and now you're just going to come back in. Maintaining that center core of strength to hold you up, but just allowing your body to stretch out over that core of strength. And then your hand comes back to your knee, roll your chin back towards your chest. Come back up through center, looking ahead, and we'll take a gaze over your right shoulder, and nice and easy, a gaze over your left shoulder, and then back to center, and just sitting quietly now for a moment. Close your eyes if that's comfortable, and just notice your breath, sitting up tall, really perching on your sit bones. With the crown of the head lifting, heart lifting, just breathe here. Long, slow, full, easy breath. Coming home to yourself. The breath sips in through your nose. It's really yummy. Down into the lungs as deeply as possible. So maybe your belly will receive the breath by opening. And as you exhale, tummy comes in, ribs snuggle in. So notice that sweet, easy breath, couple of breaths. Notice the quiet at the top of your inhale. And the quiet at the bottom of your exhale. A couple more breaths, noticing that pause, a little sacred, holy pause of silence. Top of your inhale. Bottom of your exhale. And then slowly make your way forward over your legs. You can take your hands to the mat, adjust your feet so you're not hurting your ankles here. Lengthen your spine and then climb forward. Just take a little stretch, maybe a little sway side to side, pressing back and forth. And then come to center, make your way back up. Change feet. Sit up tall, make your way forward, a little easy forward fold. And then climbing back up, come to center here and draw the knees in, shift back, maybe do some windshield wipers here. And shifting back here, the right ankle comes across the left knee, flex your foot. And bring yourself to sitting tall as you can. Maybe rocking a little bit, maybe picking up the front toes. Breathe. Remember your easy breath, just slow, easy. And then release the front toes, take that leg off, come to the other side. See how I'm drawing the right knee in a little closer because I need a little more. But if not, you can have your leg completely extended if you'd like, if that feels better. Lifting the front toes. Breathe. So beginning now to really soften your face, your scalp. Let your foot relax. The leg extends, both legs come out. Follow your legs down with your hands. Reach forward, little forward fold here. Just allow your head to drop forward this time. Or you can draw forward with your chest if you like, and then come forward. Just let your head drop. Breathe. Allow that easy breath to, maybe you can feel the belly expanding and your body presses away, backs away from your legs a little bit, and then releases maybe a little bit farther. Holding on to your feet if you can, ankles, shins, hands on the floor, whatever works out well for you. And then we'll roll on up. Come on up. And I'm going to rest back down. Come on our backs. Reaching forward, roll down, take your thighs, hold your thighs if you need to. Draw your knees in. And then with knees bent, drop your feet to the mat. And we're going to do just 10 very mindful crunches here. Yoga sit-ups, let's put it that way a little bit. It's not a complete sit-up, it's just an engagement of the belly. So let's take a moment to think about pressing your waistline into the floor underneath. So what's going to happen if you notice that when you press your waistline down to the mat, the abdominal muscles have to engage for you to do that. You might feel it in your thighs, you might feel yourself pressing into your feet, and then just release it. So that will be your release. Take your hands around behind your head. So you don't want to, make sure we're not pulling on our head forward. You don't want to strain the back of your neck. Keep your elbows out to the side as best you can. And just maybe even supporting with your fingertips or interlace your fingers behind your head. Rest here for a moment. And we'll take a breath in. On your exhale, this is when you drop your waistline to the mat and lift your chest just a little. You can take your gaze down at your knees. And inhale, release. And exhale, second time. Tummy comes in, shoulders lift. And inhale, release. So take it at your own pace. We're going to do that 8 more times. So draw your belly in. On your exhale, come up. Inhale, release. Exhale, belly comes in, shoulders lift. Inhale, release. Exhale, come on up. Inhale down. I have no idea how many we've done, but let's do 4 more. Exhale, tummy in, lift the shoulders, that's 1. Inhale, release. Exhale, up again, that's 2. Inhale, release. And 3, exhale, come up. Really feel your belly working here. You can feel it. Inhale down, and last time. Exhale, belly in, waistline down, shoulders come up. Breathe, maybe hold it a little bit. And release, inhale. And we'll take arms overhead, legs out below. Stretch that belly out. Good. And circle out wrists, ankles, whatever you feel you need right now. And from here, making your way into Shavasana. So that's our final pose, resting, final relaxation, whatever you like to think of it. So make yourselves comfortable. Maybe you want to take a pillow or blanket under your knees or under your head. And then allowing your entire body to settle into the mat. Shoulders are settling down. The palms are turned up to encourage the openness of the chest. They're about 6 to 12 inches away from your body. It doesn't have to be that technical, but just relaxing out, allowing your feet and toes to soften and find ease. Allow your calves to spread broadly into the support of the mat underneath. Allow your shins to rest and your knees. Thighs releasing, so maybe your legs will splay out a little side to side. And with your very easy breaths, allow your belly to soften, your pelvis. Allow your chest to widen, and just maybe just the thought of widening or releasing tension in the chest muscles. Shoulders are easy, neck is soft. Soften your face, scalp, ears. Notice that your arms are resting heavily. And then in your slow, easy, natural breath, just be here. You can take a moment to listen. You can take a moment to be aware of your body settling in. And then just rest in your easy, natural breath. And as you're ready, bringing an awareness of your breath back, just maybe taking a little deeper breath. Moving fingers, toes, whatever feels right for you right now. What is your body asking for? Maybe a little twist, maybe a little tug, a little rolling around, a little squirm, whatever feels good. And then when you're ready, just guide knees to chest. And maybe rock side to side, front to back, whatever feels good. And make your way over onto one side facing the screen. Notice your body resting here and very mindfully pressing yourself slowly up to sitting. And just sitting with crossed legs here. If you'd like, take a breath out, take arms overhead, palms touch, and then coming back to center. Finding your way here. I'm going to close today with Psalm 20 from Psalms for Praying, An Invitation to Wholeness by Nan Merrill. May the great birther who created you in wholeness comfort you when you call. May the name of love be your protection and rise up in your heart as a tower of strength. May all you have given in gratitude and with open hands be returned to you 100-fold. May your heart's desires and all of love's plans for you be fulfilled in due season. Let us shout for joy as love triumphs over fear. Let our thankful hearts sing in loud acclamation to the beloved, who answers our heartfelt prayers for well-being. Now I know that love comes to all who open their hearts, and dwells therein, offering gifts of peace and harmony. Some may boast of wealth and personal power. They will stumble and fall. Let us boast of the one who comes in the name of love. We shall rise up strong and sure. O beloved, you who created us, you who bless us with your love, for you are the divine guest dwelling within our hearts. We thank you, O beloved, for dwelling in our hearts, because you want to be there and you want to meet us and you want us to see you so badly and open our hearts and our arms to you. So this is what we've done this morning as we gather you in to take you with us always and everywhere, that we might be your voice, your heart, your hands, and your feet. We love you. We thank you. We glorify you today and honor you and praise you in the name of Jesus, our healer. Amen. So thank you all for practicing with me today. Shalom. So thanks for being here. God bless you. See you next time. Mwah!